So we'll do the ventricles again. Ventricles part 2. Lateral ventricle, this is the right side. This is the right lateral ventricle. Remember there's spaces. This is the third ventricle. Yes, you see the thalamus, but if I say space, you say third ventricle. If I say mass or structure, you say thalamus. Cerebral aqueduct between the third and fourth. The fourth ventricle is that, sort of like a tented thing. So if you look at it this way from the side, if you turn it so the cerebellum looks like a bush, this little space where you would water the bush is the fourth ventricle. So right lateral ventricle, third ventricle, cerebral aqueduct, fourth ventricle, central canal. But we'll continue on, okay, with the structures. This is the cerebrum. The outside is the cerebral cortex. This is the central sulcus. So this is the precentral gyrus, and it even says motor cortex. This is the postcentral gyrus, and it shows you what you would feel, sensory interpretation. Okay. This is the corpus callosum. This is the thalamus. This is the hypothalamus. Midbrain. Potbelly is the pons. Medulla oblongata, although it should have a little bit of a bump here. Medulla oblongata, and right down here is where the spinal cord starts and continues all the way down. The cerebrum and the cerebellum. Oops, cerebellum over here. Cerebrum, frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, and this is where it's visual area, temporal lobe. Cerebrum, corpus callosum. This is where the lateral ventricle would be for the right side. Third ventricle, or if I say structure or mass, you would say thalamus. Cerebral aqueduct, fourth ventricle. Central canal, spinal cord, medulla oblongata, pons, midbrain. The hypothalamus doesn't show very well here. Cerebellum. While we're here, the pia mater you can't see. The arachnoid matter is this white line here. This white line above the gray is the dura mater. In between the two, you can see these little red things. That's the arachnoid villi, little red things. And then the outside of the cerebrum is the cerebral cortex. Remember that the cerebral cortex is gray matter. The inside of the brain is white matter. But in the spinal cord, the gray matter is on the inside and the white matter is on the outside.